Welcome back to the rest of the story. I'm gonna run over this monitor for you really quick, assuming you guys can actually see it. This is what we use to run the boundaries for our fields here just lately. The boundaries are all done, but I was gonna do a quick demonstration for you because all of this has to come out. We got our custom made stand, the modem for the RTK, the display. We want to start checking fence, and quite honestly, I don't want to have this whole setup in the Gator when we're going around through the pastures and bouncing all over the place. So simply put, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown what it takes to do boundaries. For those of you that have probably seen me do this last year, this is just going to be a recap. For those of you that have subscribed in the last 12 months, this should be something new for you. I don't really think we've just really gone over it too much, but this is an ag leader monitor. We are running RTK right now. We are at 2 inches. The active estimated error, if you guys can see that, is approximately 2 inches. The longer you're running this and throughout the day, that'll get down to less than 1 inch. I literally just turned it on, so it's still gonna have a little bit of error, but that will gradually improve. Hopefully for this demonstration it really isn't gonna matter, but all I gotta do, I'm gonna do the boundaries on this top strip right here. It's really straightforward. All I gotta do is go to field, go to boundary, go to new boundary. You got outer, inner, and then the region type is unselectable. But what you can do is, when you're doing just the outside boundary of the field, and you got waterways or something, you outline the outside of the field first, then you go back through and you make inside, inner boundaries, individual boundaries for the waterways. But for this is purely going to be just an outside boundary, so you know, you can figure out how many acres are right there. As far as the boundary offset goes, we are going, currently the center line of the machine is where the RTK globe is, and that's in the center of the machine. To offset it, you go, you measured it, and it's 2 feet from the side of the Gator. That is handy when, well, we were running some of these boundaries and it was a little wet, muddy out, and that comes in handy when you're doing like waterways and you don't want to go into the field and throw mud all over the place. So offsetting like that allows you to keep the machine in the center of the field or in the waterway on the grass where it isn't quite so muddy, because like on the chiseled ground, the bean ground is fine, but we don't have much for chiseled ground out here right now. Something else that also comes in handy for is when you're going along fence rows, it allows you to get your boundary out to the edge of the field as opposed to being offset 2 feet inward, because obviously in the machine we're in, we're not allowed to, we're not going to be able to drive through the fence row. I mean, I guess you could if you didn't own the machine and you really didn't care if you had to go back and fix fence, but so I'm gonna move up to the edge of the field, because in this screen right now, as soon as I hit that green check mark, it's gonna start drawing a boundary for me. So I'm just gonna pull up on the edge of the field. I'm gonna hit OK. Now if you watch, you can see the arrow. That is going to start Now that I drew the field, you can see the outline of it. I'm gonna go over here and hit the stop button, and then it'll give you the option to save the boundary, and that'll give you the total saved field area. That is not that individual strip, that is everything that's outlined overall. If you want to know how many acres are in any particular strip, you go through and you select the strips like what I just did. You select this and it outlines it in a dark line, and that is 6.07 acres. Comes in pretty handy. You can say you can go and select the other strips, but really handy when you're trying to figure out how many acres you have in any particular piece of ground. I did that helping a friend out. He had exactly that problem. He wanted to know approximately how many acres he had, and that's what we ended up doing. We just figured out the outside boundary and everything, and that's all he really needed. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed the little rundown of this, but on to the next thing. So yeah, I think Rocket wants to get going too, so take care, take it easy, keep in touch.